Ben. Thank you to everyone who's been following the channel since we left on this trip. I don't really have too much of an update other than we have just finally gotten to Siem Reap, Cambodia. It was a long journey with a lot of stops, and so I just want to take time to check in with everyone and kind of give you a little bit of an update of how we've been doing so far and what we plan to be doing. And I want to introduce you to David too, because you've been seeing him on Facebook. So David's going to walk into the shot here, and we're doing this in one continuous shot, completely exhausted. So I have no idea how it's going to turn out, but this is going to be
it's midnight.
Yeah, so. It's got to be. It's either midnight or 1. Our phones say different things, and we've been awake for a long time. I don't even know what time our bodies think it is. So we spent like 12 hours in Shanghai, and we spent some time in LAX, and we started in Denver, and we left in the nighttime in Denver. We left at like 9, and LAX, the flight was at like midnight, and we got into Shanghai early in the morning, like 8 or 9 in the morning.
Yeah, well, we almost missed the flight on LA. So
oh yeah,
we better tell them about that.
Tell them a little bit about that.
I was, we were there at LA, and we didn't know, the signs weren't labeled, nothing was labeled, and we're just wandering around. Yeah, and I felt like we were already in China at that point. So.
And China was labeled better, by the way.
And then so we got there, and then we all of a sudden hear final boarding call. David Daniel Finton, Benjamin Fox, please come to gate whatever it was. And it was on the other side of the terminal, so we had to. We were thinking that was the gate, but we didn't know which gate because our tickets didn't have the gate. Nobody knew what gate, and so we were booking it. And on my way to booking it, my coat fell, so I picked that up, or this guy yelled, yes, sir, please to pick up. And then this next time, what else fell out? Something.
Your pillow, I think, was the next
thing. Yeah, the pillow came, and then so another lady like, sir, your pillow, please, the pillow, please. And then the third time we get about another 20 feet. We made it 10 more gates at this point, and then everything just spills out. And
whole backpack.
Everything.
All over LAX.
And I see Ben just like booking. He's like, forget it, peace out. So Ben was
figured I'd check to see if we could, at least tell them that we're here. But
this lady was talking to me in Spanish. At least I knew the language she was talking, but she was picking that up and saying, gracias and muy bueno, and here's your stuff. And finally I zipped it up, but the canteen was pulling the zipper. That's until we found out later what the problem was.
Because I'm sitting there going, why can't this guy close his backpack after the third time of spilling his stuff? And so, and we're already sprinting. We had just eaten. It was an experience.
We didn't even know if we were gonna make it out of the States at that point, but we made it to the States, and here we are in Cambodia.
Yeah, and so we spent some time in Shanghai, and we didn't end up leaving. We wanted to leave, and then after all of our adventures to this point, there's a few other things in there. There was one point where we lost David's boarding pass, and it somehow was miraculously in my pocket. So that was really fun, trying to get a replacement boarding pass and then finding it in my pocket. And we actually had an excuse for that, but we don't need to go into that. But it was something.
So far, we've been treated like VIPs at the places we've gone to.
Yeah.
He's got these VIP passes that we use.
We just had these random cards that we've been finding just the right places where we've been getting free meals with like membership cards, and it's been pretty cool.
I think I've spent $5 so far, so this has been pretty amazing.
It's pretty good.
That's good.
And now we are in the Samso guest house in Siem Reap, which is the second largest city in Cambodia. The next one is Phnom Penh, the capital. Everything here it's relatively more expensive here, but really cheap compared to American, life. It's, I think, Alan, Dr. Carr, who we'll introduce tomorrow, probably, he was saying that he ate a meal for like $1.50 today. So we're looking forward to that. But yeah, so I just want to introduce David again, and just, you want to tell a little bit about how you ended up coming to Cambodia?
Yes, I just prayed about it. I've never done a mission trip like this. Ben and Alan are pros at this, and he's been to.
Well, maybe Alan.
Ben's been to Guatemala and several places, so he's been there, done that. Feels like, and this is the first time for me, so I feel like a rookie, and I'm glad to be doing this though, and I just knew that the Lord wanted me to come along, but it's definitely been an adventure so far. We haven't even started the.
any of the actual work yet.
But we've
Yeah.
laughed a lot, and
Yeah.
I had a few close calls, and we're glad to be here. So
Also, if anyone's ever heard of it, there's this thing called Nescafe. It's Nestle chocolate coffee. It's in like one of those tiny cans. It's
we could.
oh,
we
well,
could
great.
grab it.
We have
an
one.
illustration.
So yeah, so we'll just walk through this frame a bunch of times because it's one shot. But it's these little coffee drinks, and I'm guessing it's a shot of espresso and a shot of coffee in there. Or I mean, a shot of espresso, and then it tastes like chocolate milk.
I think 3 shots of
Okay.
espresso.
And so David drank literally, I think, 12 of those today.
Talks about the health reasons here, but it's in
It's in
Chinese,
it
so
doesn't count.
we don't know what it says exactly, but we know it's good.
But
I think I had 10 at least.
I think at least. I think we got to 12.
That's why we're still awake, and it's
Yeah.
1 o'clock now.
So yeah, Nescafe, try it or don't if you're addicted to that sort of stuff. So yeah, so you haven't been anywhere like this before. What are your first impressions?
Amazing. I just, China, it just felt like we were still cold, like I thought, well, I'm gonna find my jacket. And then we got off, and I was still in my sweatshirt and my coat, and felt like we're already in a jungle, and it was midnight. So the guy said tomorrow it would be like fire, is the word that he used to us. The Haksen.
Haksen
is
is
our
He's
guide. But
he's our friend
local-
here, a
local
local
native.
pastor. He's a pastor, and so we'll be working with him in his church. That's part of the kind of the purpose of this mission, and that's a good transition. So we don't know a whole lot about what we're doing yet. We do know that Alan will be teaching a class, and this is probably one of the times that we'll try to get some of what we're actually doing in the video. But we'll be helping with this class. It's a pastoral ministry class, and we learned today that it's going to be kind of a big overview of church history. And this will be Hodgson's final class before graduating.
From Gateway.
From Gateway.
Where we go to seminary.
And so that'll be cool. So he's actually a distance classmate of ours, which we didn't know. So that's really neat.
Yeah.
But we'll get him on here hopefully. I don't know how shy he is. We just met him, so we'll try to get him on here. But we're excited for him and his church, and we got to see a little bit of the worship that they did today. It's Sunday here.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I guess it's Sunday there. Now it's Monday here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so they did a worship service, I guess, yesterday, and I guess it went really well. And so we're going to be leaving here, going to some villages. We're going to be going to his village, hopefully checking in with his parents and just kind of getting a little bit more of the more native experience. And it'll be fun to follow David along as he experiences that. I'm looking forward to that. What else? Anything else stick out to you when you walked it off the plane? I know distinct smells, distinct things that you saw.
Some palm trees, which remind me of Florida when I lived in Florida. So, but yeah, definitely muggier here, and it's definitely feels like the jungle. Again, just amazing how totally different it is out here.
So tomorrow we are headed to Angkor Wat, which it's like one of the 7 wonders of the world. It's kind of a big deal. I'm probably going to make up a little bit of a history here because I can't remember exactly. But as far as I remember, it's at least 800 years old, but I think it's way older. From what we were kind of given as an overview, it used to be an ancient civilization, and at least somehow related to Hinduism, has elements of that. And I'll definitely give a better history as I learn. But an ancient civilization, much like the Aztecs or the Mayans would have been kind of in our hemisphere, basically disappeared. Everything was covered by jungle, and then later was excavated and became kind of a Buddhist worship site because it's just a beautiful site. And it's interesting, I think, we'll talk way more about it as we experience it, but it's something to look forward to in that we don't know how we're going to receive it, because it's something that's considered to be a very spiritual place. It's a huge tourist attraction. But I imagine somebody who's Buddhist going there is going to have a very different spiritual connection with the place than a Christian would going there. And one of the things that we heard was that just because of all of the non-Christian things that have happened there for maybe 1,000, 2,000, who knows how many years, It kind of just sounded like this spiritual soup of unfamiliar things, and
Yeah.
so
It said dark magic soup or
dark magic soup.
Dark magic soup. We're about
Um,
to explore that.
So yeah, we're kind of excited for that. It's interesting because I think like from one hand, people who have no religion or spirituality go there and it's just a tourist site, and I think from another hand, a Buddhist, a Hindu, a Christian can go there and have a very very different experience, and so I think that'll be really good. I have no video editing capabilities, so I have no idea if that will be a video that will be available right away, or it might not even be available until we get back. But on my Facebook page, I don't know, a week ago, I posted a video done by like a magazine or something, like a nice video of Angkor Wat, so you can go in and see what that looks like. So that's what we'll be doing in about 10 hours actually. Somehow we're gonna get up and do that in the fire heat, as it's been described. And yeah, you got any thoughts? Anything on your mind before we?
It's gonna be an adventure, but we're glad to do it together and tell you guys about it. So thanks for tuning in.
So I just want to leave you with, I kind of want to put one thought in there besides just us rambling for a little bit. Today I was thinking a lot about William Carey, and so he was a missionary that started, one of the people that started the Baptist Missionary Society, kind of the whole modern mission movement. And the society was founded, I think, in 1792 or around there, and he gave a sermon that was called the Deathless Sermon. And the kind of the big points that people take away from that are expect great things from God and attempt great things for God. And just those two lines became kind of the taglines of the Deathless Sermon. And I think those are things that I was thinking about coming into this trip, and I think it's something that we can all take going forward, that no matter where you are, whether you're sitting at home, you're sitting in church right now, a lot of people that we know are sitting in church right now. Some people are in these places, in these villages. It doesn't matter where you are. If you believe in a God that's big enough, that can do the things that the Bible says he can do, God is big in any place. And so the first step to being missional in your own life, being missional where you are, is to have a big expectation from a big God, and really believe that he wants to show up, he wants to have you participate in a bigger story. And then with that is the part two, attempt great things. So expect, because God is big, because God can do these great things in any setting that you're in, and knowing that and having that confidence, go forward, just like this, the name of this channel pays tribute to, go to all the nations, to all the people, just go and attempt. And it seems like all these stories that we read about in mission history, even the failures end up being successes in the long run. And so I just want to encourage you, as we're kind of trying to encourage ourselves at this point, just go into your week with expectation and just attempt something new. Thanks for checking in. Please, if you know someone that would be interested in this channel or would benefit from it, we've been really blessed by all the people that have kind of joined us this week, and happy to just reach a bigger audience, and God bless you guys.
Peace.